Hello, DDR. Hello, Eric. Hello, Leanne. Relatively small audience this afternoon. Maybe coffee with Ken in the afternoon is a huge failure. Maybe its peak audience is early morning. Bunch of early risers looking to have some coffee, not knowing how to start their day without me and a cup of coffee. Good afternoon, Eric. Hello, Josh. Hello, Dave Lowe. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, TikToker, Josh Agran. Thank you for liking the live. Melgo, Mitch, Nesto, Lockland Maya, Jubba Jubba 6200, User, Lori. Josh is continuing to slam the likes, which I appreciate. I appreciate very much so. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is, gotta think, it's hard to think sometimes. It's Wednesday afternoon. It is about 12:11. It is July 19th. Happy Wednesday. Happy July 19th. This is a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking and sharing some feelings I'm having, some ups and downs I'm going through. Sharing a little bit about the roller coaster that is life from time to time. And for those that have been watching a while, it's an important show to me. And I wasn't going to go live today. I was feeling a little out of sorts. I got to the Starbucks a few hours ago, honestly, and I met my oldest daughter, Erin, out, and we had a nice time and chatted and kind of caught up a little bit. She's 17 years old. She's going to be a senior in high school now. She's got a boyfriend. She's got a busy class schedule. She's doing college searches. She's got a job, and she's actively participating in a bunch of interscholastic or I don't know, school events and school sports and what have you. So she's a busy young lady, and I don't see her nearly as often as I'd like, but I was fortunate to see her this morning and get to spend a little time with her today. Although, I'll tell you what, it pushed my Coffee with Ken schedule. It sent it tumbling and tipping and topping. And again, wasn't planning on going, kind of spent the morning after Aaron left doing a little work here at Starbucks. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois, by the way. I'm coming at you from South Naperville. I am at the Starbucks on 95th and Route 59. Hello, Olivia. Hello, Robert Montgomery. And thank you, Katie. It is a Starbucks that brings back memories to me. And a Starbucks, I used to bike here. When my oldest daughter, I met here today, was 2 years old. We lived a couple miles from here, and we had a bike with a little seat on the back, and we would ride the bike here and spend a little time and get a treat of some sort. And this was a long time ago, so this Starbucks has memories for me and significance to me and meaning to me. So it's not one of my regular ones, but it is it's in the rotation for sure. All Starbucks are in my rotation. I ran into an old friend of mine who happens to be a regional manager for Starbucks now, and I was in a Starbucks in Aurora, I don't know, for those that know, maybe 5 miles straight west of here, and talked to her for a while. It was nice catching up, seeing how she's doing in life and seeing what's going on with her life. And enjoyed that a heck of a lot. And feels good to be here. And it feels good to be going live with you. So thank you all for joining. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. not just a show about me sharing some ups and downs or sharing some life experiences. For those that have been watching a while, you know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I am so excited to have my first sip this afternoon. Hello from Bloomington Normal and hello from Peoria. Again, I'm excited to have my first sip, and my hope, and I don't know how many of you guys are coffee drinkers in the afternoon. I never look at coffee as just for morning time anymore. I pop in, get some work done at Starbucks at all hours, and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the coffee, enjoy the water refills, enjoy the Wi-Fi, enjoy the people watching, and enjoy the experience. But anyway, again, I hope you guys have some coffee in front of you. Cheers to us. Oh. Tell you what, it's not my first sip of the day. It's actually my third cup of the day. But I've been waiting for it for quite some time. I ordered a refill, and then I wondered where I was going to do my little show. I walked around. I'm in a big commercial area. One of these commercial areas that's getting popular. Again, I'm going to do a quick tour of it. One of these commercial areas that's getting kind of popular. And a lot of like strip malls, but there are so many strip malls all put together that it almost makes up kind of a downtown feeling, if you will. And there's a movie theater down at the end. There's a bunch of places I know I'm just in a hot parking lot right now. There's a bunch of places to go for lunch. You can almost spend your whole day here. I might see if I will. I have a bit of a free day on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to enjoy it as best I can. The weather is perfect out. I'm wearing jeans, which might be a little bit more warmly dressed than I need to. But I picked up my scooter this afternoon, or this morning, excuse me. I've been keeping it at a buddy's. I recently moved. I no longer have the storage space for my car and my scooter. And brought the scooter, picked it up at a buddy's and rode it here, and I'm planning to ride it the next couple days till I need my car again tomorrow when I go pick up my little nugget I love, Augie. And I don't know if that makes any sense to you or if you care, but I appreciate it. I don't think our consciousness nor memories disappear after physical death. Does that mean you believe in heaven, afterlife, some sort of spirituality, or do you mean it in some different way that I don't follow exactly, King Bliss? I appreciate your thought and your opinion, and curious to know more, I guess. But anyway, I don't know how long I have for you. I've enjoyed, or how much I have to say for you. I've really enjoyed this. And again, I was feeling a little flustered this morning, feel kind of out of sorts when I don't go live for you guys or for me. I say I'm going live for you guys. I did have a few people reaching out asking me if I'm going to go live today, which always feels kind of funny. But I do this show as sort of therapy for me. And I've been going through a lot. I think we're all going through a lot. Kristen, I'm in Naperville, Illinois. And I think we all go through a lot. And sometimes life is challenging, and sometimes it feels kind of easy. And thank you so much, Jennifer Baker. And over the last couple of years, I've been dealing with challenges and facing them in a healthier ways than I had been before. I think most of my life I relied on alcohol or pot to get me through the tough times, and stopped drinking about almost 2 years ago. And it's been an interesting experience. It's been a good experience. It's been a healthy experience. And it's an experience that I think it's taught me a lot about life, given me, opened my mind up in ways that I had long since shut. And I think if you have a crutch like alcohol or pot that you lean on heavily, like I was, if you're having a bad morning, you're having a bad day, you get in a fight with your wife, your kids are monsters, your boss yells at you, it's so easy to solve it all by getting home and opening a bottle of beer and then drinking 6 more and then falling asleep and doing it all over again. But when you stop drinking, alcohol, you have to face your issues and deal with your issues and feel your feelings in ways that are hard to explain to somebody, honestly, that numbs their feelings. And I was one of those that numbed my feelings every day for so many years. And got separated from my second wife and stopped drinking and smoking all in the same day just about 2 years ago. And I don't know, going through a divorce and going through a career change without having the crutches of alcohol or pot to lean on has been quite an experience. But I don't think I could have made it through what I've made it through without all my facilities. Kristen says you get to feel your anxiety, but then choose actions instead of medicating. Exactly, Kristen. You don't get to hide at home and numb your pain or numb your stress or numb your fear, sitting on a couch watching TV. You kind of got to deal with it and face it and experience it and hopefully get past it. And again, mine wasn't just stopping drinking or dealing with little bumps along the road. I was a realtor for 17 years, stopped that at the beginning of the year, and have been working at a local super Target over the last, 5 or 6 months. And currently in the midst of a job search. Sending out resumes is an interesting experience. And it's just an interesting experience. And honestly, I've talked about it a lot before. I could send out resumes till I'm blue in the face. I could send out 100,000 resumes, but no matter what words I put on paper, it is not going to capture who I am in any sort of valuable way to anybody looking at the resume. And I think I'm going to keep sending out resumes because that's what I'm supposed to do, and job applications and what have you. But I'm going to do my best to get some hard copies of the resume and go in and meet sales managers or hiring managers or owners of companies and say, hey, my name's Ken. I bring this, and this to the table. Here's my resume if you want something to refer to. But I think I'd be a great asset to your business, and see where that conversation leads. And I think in reality, sending out all these resumes is just something to keep my feeling like I'm moving the way I'm supposed to be. But I think, I don't know when it'll be, 2 weeks or 2 months or 6 months down the road, when I say I've found my next job, my next career, my next stepping stone in the business world, I think time will show that it's going to be from me meeting somebody and saying, hey, this is me. Do you need this? Because again, I think I could send out resumes all day long, and it's so easy to do. And I don't know, they're so easy to flip through. And I don't know, without a name or a handshake or a spoken word, I think it's probably pretty challenging to determine who's right or who's wrong for a company. I don't think I want to be in retail. Somebody asked, what about higher up at Target? Target's a huge company, and I think it's been a good step for me. Hey, Kayla. I think it's been a good step for me, but it's just a step. And I think it's given me what I needed when I needed, which was some structure, some hard work, a feeling of purpose, a feeling of contributing to, a business in some way. Kind of a reawakening of me and what I can offer a business in terms of customer service or hard work or everything else. but I don't think it's a long-term solution for me, honestly. So I appreciate the question, though. Let's have a little more coffee. Oh. A lot of kids will bring their bikes here. It does help face-to-face also. You have a great personality. I think you'll have lots of luck. Thank you, Jennifer. I think I will, too. And again, anytime I've walked into a business, and whether I ended up taking a job or not, I felt we cut through all the BS. And we cut through the online personality tests and the online applications and the online fax your resume and cut right down to it. And there's a couple questions they could ask me and a couple questions I'd always like to ask them that I think could help us move the process along a little bit quicker. And again, it's their game a little bit, so you kind of got to play by their rules. And I'm okay with kind of playing by their rules, but I'm not one that honestly, I always make sure my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed just so. I'm one to push the envelope a little bit. And if they want a guy that's willing to push an envelope and walk on in and shake a hand and look them in the eye, I'm their guy. And if they don't want that, I'm probably not. And it's best to know that up front. And kind of enjoy doing it. So anyway, it's a gorgeous Wednesday. Did want to go live because, again, I was feeling a little out of sorts. I was feeling a little blue, a little sad. I don't want to share with you exactly what it was about. But just know that if you're out there and you're watching this, whether it's taped or you're live or what have you, or what social media platform, I think we all go through struggles and we all feel pain and we all feel hurt and we all feel sadness and we all feel jealousy and we all feel anger. And hopefully we all feel joy and happiness and love and, the good feelings as well. I've always been one to feel my emotions and wear my emotions on my sleeve. It's kind of funny. Erin was over and she always gets annoyed at her dad when he tells her things. But I was texting her, I think, last Saturday. And just was reminding her when the church services that I go to on Sunday morning. And she goes, yep, I'm planning to be there. And I kid you not, I started crying. I got welled up with tears. And I don't know. I think it's okay for a guy to cry. I think it's okay for men and women to be who they are. And to learn from the experiences they deal with. And I've been dealing with a whole lot of experiences that God has put in front of me, I think, to make me a better man and a stronger man and a happier man and a man that contributes more to the world than he was before when he was sitting on his couch drinking beer, watching TV all day. And, not every day's perfect. And sometimes I miss those days, but not really very often. Not really very often at all. But again, I don't know. Now I just drink a hell of a lot of coffee. I look for proper lighting. I hope the sky's blue behind me. Hope some interesting conversations come up. Hope I'm witty, educational, inspirational, or downright silly from time to time. I think in some twisted way I can offer all of those at various times. Oh, real quickly, I'm continuing to grow on various platforms. And one of the reasons I went live is because I think we all offer certain skills. And we all need to use those skills in the best way possible, hopefully to contribute to the world a little bit. But also to enhance our own position, our own life a little bit. And I think I'm really good at this. And I think I'm really good at rambling and talking and sharing my experiences and sharing the ups and downs and sharing some coffee. And spending a little time with an audience. And this morning, again, I was debating going live or not. And I go, I think the most valuable thing I could do is spend 20 minutes drinking a cup of coffee and talking to you, the audience, and sharing that live video on various social media platforms, and eventually clipping these up into a Reels or TikToks or YouTube Shorts and sharing them on all those social media platforms. Because my audience on various social media platforms is really growing. And, you know, some days I don't feel like maybe chatting. Some days I feel down, or some days I feel lazy or tired or whatever. But usually, when I sit in front of my phone and that button says live and I push it and you get the countdown 3, 2, 1, I always start laughing, going, oh my God, this is stupid. What the hell am I going to say? I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling jealous. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling bummed. I'm feeling worried. I don't know. But the countdown happens, and I don't know. A smile usually comes on my face, and I always feel a little bit better. Jennifer, thank you for saying that. And I always feel a little better and a little like my day's more complete, and fills out my schedule. And to be honest, I think the half an hour I spend going live, in terms of the audience I'm building here and the audience that I'm growing on various social media platforms by clipping these videos up, is more impactful than a full day of work at Super Target or a couple hours of sending out resumes. Because I'm putting myself, and it was funny, I was putting my resume together the other day, and I asked a friend, should I put Coffee with Ken on my resume? And she said, absolutely, you're a digital creator. I don't know what that exactly means, but I guess if you're watching, I'm a digital creator. So I put Coffee with Ken on my resume and digital creator, and I went to the various sites and I added up how many views I get a month on my videos. And I get like 350,000 views a month on my videos. And I'm a guy that's not that tech savvy, doesn't know a heck of a lot about SEO, doesn't know a ton about social media platforms, but I'm also a guy that does have a lot of life experiences and an ability to share those experiences in a way that resonates with an audience. And a guy with an ability to tell a story and to express himself and get knocked down and to pull himself back up and have a smile on his face and a sense of purpose and a sense of meaning, even when you feel no purpose or meaning. And, you know, these have been a rough couple of years for me, but I'm going to look back with a lot of pride at how I handled these 2 years of my life and how I moved forward and did it with optimism and hope and faith and belief and a smile. Good morning. More days than not. And I think that's something to be proud of. And again, just putting that resume together and going, wow, 350,000 views, that sounds like a lot. I don't know if it is a lot or not, but I think it means something. And I could go knocking on doors and shaking hands and doing it the old-fashioned way. And I still do. I say hi to everybody. I hold doors open, I smile, and I give hugs if people let me, and I shake hands every chance I get, and I fist bump if I don't have chances with that. But I think I can put myself in front of a large audience doing this, and I know I enjoy it, and I know I have a skill set for it, and I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep at it. I started getting paid by these social media platforms, and it's not about the money. But honestly, I would like to do this professionally in some fashion. But I currently make about $60 a month on social media. I currently make about $60 a month on social media. I think it's kind of funny. And it's a start. And I wonder what I'd have to get those number of views up to be making something significant. Where I'd no longer have to be working at Target or sending out resumes or doing what have you. Where I could find a team that believed in something, that believed in making a difference and could help put the pieces together to put this message in front of a really large audience. That's what I dream about. That's what I'd like to do. It's what I'd hope to do. We'll see if it happens. But in the meantime, I kiss babies all the time, Katie. Katie just said don't kiss any babies. I think you mean it. You're talking about being a politician. Sell cars and review them from a dad perspective. I could sell cars. I actually applied to a few car dealerships to sell cars in my recent resume send out. One involved internet sales and face-to-face sales, which I think I'd naturally be good at. One was for a local Lexus dealer. They rejected me. And I think there were a couple others that I haven't heard back from yet. But again, I think realistically, if I'm going to get a job selling cars, I need to walk in a car dealership, shake the sales manager's hand, shake the finance manager's hand, and say, hey, my name's Ken Tracy. I want a job. You can start me anywhere, but here's my skills. I think I provide energy, optimism, excitement to a car dealership, to anywhere I work. And start me wherever you want, but please just give me an opportunity to work my way up, because I will. And I think I do a really good job. I was actually at an Audi dealer. I happen to own an Audi. And I think if I sold a product I loved or liked a lot, and I do love the Audi brand, I do a heck of a lot better at it. But the dealership, honestly, there was a bunch of people sitting at desks, and they were all just sitting at desks. They're all just sitting at desks. And maybe they had a sense that I wasn't a buyer, because I wasn't a buyer. But I don't know. I drove onto the lot with one of their cars. I have bought a car at this dealership before, and not one of them came up and said, hey. They were all staring at their computers. And I think we all have a tendency to do that. I think we all have a tendency to think the world is in our phone, or is in our computer, or is in the emails we're opening up, or the texts we're getting. And I think, I've got a couple thoughts now, so I might talk for a little longer, so bear with me. I think what's nice about this is it's a very real world experience delivered via the phone and via technology. And I think there's a value to that. And the other thing I think is that I'm a little concerned with AI, and that how many jobs are going to be replaceable. How many jobs are going to be replaced by artificial intelligence? And I was on YouTube recently, and a woman was talking about building a perfect resume, and she was using AI or ChatGPT or whatever it is to do it. And I'm going, wow, that's horrible. I thought, that's horrible. And people are talking. I saw some actor talking yesterday, and or a writer that's on strike in Hollywood right now. And they're talking about whole scripts being done with artificial intelligence. And how horrible I think that is. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I was 16 years old when the Terminator came out in 1984. But it scares me. It scares me. And I think what's good about Coffee with Ken, if I can pat myself on my back myself, is I think artificial intelligence would have a real problem doing this. Because they can imagine what it's like to be a twice divorced dad who's looking for a new career. But I don't think artificial intelligence will ever be able to connect with the human emotions or the human experience the way only a human can. And I watch a lot of my videos, and I watch all the lives and repost them. And I have an ability to share my emotions with an audience. And I posted a video. I have it pinned to the top of my TikTok page. And for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, I'd encourage you to, if you have a few minutes, to see it. It's given me the chills just thinking about it. Honestly, makes me tear up every time I watch it. It's about my brother Steve. And I would encourage you, if you're out there and you haven't seen it yet, to watch it, because I think only humans can connect on an emotional basis, and I think there's always going to be a value for that. And I appreciate you guys. I think that HR hires now and now managers, which is so unfortunate. Hey, Naperville, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I appreciate somebody named Naperville following me. I noticed you followed me the other day. I figured you were some troll stalking me. But I appreciate your comment. It sounds like you have something to add to the conversation. You don't want to just detract. But do you know me? I'm sitting in Naperville right now. It seems maybe you do. Maybe you do. But I appreciate you creating a page and following me and tooting Naperville's horn, because I think we live in a beautiful city. Hey, Corpus Christi. I think we live in a beautiful city, and we're blessed to live here, and feel fortunate to call it home. So a little more coffee. Thank you, OSU grad. Things are going well. Today is kind of a day. But I always have days. And in the same day, I can have great moments and hard moments and excited moments and passionate moments and caring moments and concerned moments and worried moments. And I seem to encompass all emotions on a minute-by-minute basis. I think it's my blessing in life, and I got it from my mom. She was a very emotional woman. She passed about 3.5 years ago from Alzheimer's, and I know I got a little bit of my craziness and a lot of bit of my emotions from my mom, and don't want to start crying about that. I think I'm a sieve waiting to happen. I'm ready to cry like a baby. Instead, let's just drink a little more coffee. Maybe grab some lunch and go watch a movie at the theater that's behind me. I have my scooter over there. I thought about giving you a show of the scooter, but I don't need to. I own a Suzuki Bergman 400 for anybody watching that knows anything about scooters. But it's so much fun, and it's such a beautiful day to be riding it. And it's been stored at a buddy's house because where I just moved doesn't have enough storage for my car and the scooter. And went out and did the switch today, my car for the scooter. And should probably put on a few miles on it before I take it back to my buddies tomorrow. And I'm sure that I will. So anyway, I appreciate you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you for sharing part of your morning with me or my afternoon with me. Hey, thank you. Somebody said this is the most boring TikTok they've ever seen. One quick thought about that. If this truly is the most boring TikTok you've ever seen, it's special in that way alone. It stands out in that way alone. It makes a difference in that way, because you can't be the most anything if you're not special. You can't be the most anything, even most boring. If you're the most boring to one person, you got to be doing something right. And I know after doing this show for 4 years that I am doing something right. And there was a time in my life when that comment could have come across my thing and I would have said, somebody thinks it's boring. It's no good. Because I think if everybody didn't love me, that I was bad or I was doing something wrong. And now I've realized not everybody's going to like anybody. And it's not my job to make that guy think I'm not boring or more exciting or what have you. It's to be the best version of me. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job of being the best version of me. And Matt, hello to you. Thank you for joining. But I am going to sign off. I am getting a little hungry. I am starting to wonder about lunch. I am wondering if I'd rather go see the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie or Oppenheimer. Both of them, I think, look kind of interesting. And I got a free afternoon. If I go soon, I still get the matinee rate, and that'd feel good. And I don't know, looking forward to my day. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you still got some coffee. I want to thank you again for joining me and sharing a little bit of your morning with me. I so appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you're feeling good, loving yourself, forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.